Hi, I'm Hannah Pearce. I was born here in Johannesburg and have lived here my whole life. Hockey's been in the family the whole time. My parents have played. My mom played for SA, my aunt played for SA, so it's been a huge part of our family. So I probably started when I was about 8 or 9, as probably the earliest I can remember. And I just remember kind of running around with the guys' team, just the under 10 team, kind of just running around, training with them. But I think when I went to St Mary's for high school, I think that's when it all really kind of all just kicked into place. I had amazing coaches, amazing mentors at St Mary's. So I started under 14 with Miss Quicks, who was an incredible mentor, and I actually still worked with her the past couple of years when I've gone back to St Mary's to help with coaching. So she's been a huge part of my hockey career. And then in grade 9, I was fortunate enough to make the first team with one of my friends. So it was just the two of us, little grade 9s, in the kind of first team of St Mary's, which was a huge thing and is a huge thing. And Miss Hal was our coach then, and Miss Hal has been a incredible mentor throughout my entire career of hockey. She taught me almost everything that I've known, apart from my parents who started me out when I was 7 and 8, kind of running around. But she was a large part of that. And throughout kind of high school, under 16, under 17, under 18, I was selected into the South African teams and represented the under 18 team against a 3-day test series against Australia, which was pretty cool. And then in my final year, 2016, my matric year, when I kind of was graduating, stuff like that, I had probably one of the best years of my career. So I was in the SA under 18 team. I was voted captain of the first team. I was the vice captain of the SA under 18 team. And kind of that year kind of opened a lot of doors as well, because it got me kind of thinking about going overseas with the hockey that I was playing. And that kind of led me to the overseas kind of ventures that I had, and essentially to where I am now at Harvard University in America. I think I was one of, as far as I know, one of the only South Africans that have played for the Harvard field hockey team at the moment. So it's kind of really scary. There was no one else that I could really kind of relate to and talk to. But when I got there, it was almost like being at a home almost instantly. There were so many other international kind of girls in the team with me, so we're all in the same boat. We got along really, really well. We're extremely close as a team. Obviously, it's a family away from your family, because obviously you're all very far from your loved ones. I've had 3 very successful seasons and years there at Harvard. And kind of throughout my time there, I've played every game, I've started every game there, so I've been successful. I've scored some goals. I've kind of just had like the American dream, basically, if I could put it like that. Yeah, and throughout that as well, they've also been very accommodating with my SA hockey this side. So they've really allowed me to do the extra training there, to kind of put in the extra hours, and then also have allowed me time to come home and to fulfill my dreams kind of this side. And I think it was my second year, 2019, I think it was when I was first selected into the South African women's team, and kind of started that process with them, playing in Spain at the Olympic qualifying tournaments, playing in my first Africa Cup tournament, kind of getting caps for all of that. Obviously there was disappointment with not being selected for the Olympic team that went over to Tokyo. And it was really hard, kind of that first month and a half. I mean, it's still a little bit difficult now, but it's kind of really like amped my determination and kind of excitement to go back to America and get back into my final season. Being the captain there as well, it's also got me really excited to lead the team, to show my strength as a leader, to kind of show my strength as a hockey player, and just get back into kind of playing again, which is exciting. So my second year, or sophomore year, as they call it in America, was probably one of my most successful seasons, I think, in my hockey career, especially at university. It was a record-breaking season for Harvard. We won 17 out of the 19 games. I think we were the defensive unit out of the whole country. So we had a very successful season. We won the Ivy League championships. So we got, just like the movies and how you see the NFL and the NHL guys, you get a championship ring. So we got to design the ring that kind of has all our details, our initials, our number, our record. So our 17 wins to 2 losses. It's got the Harvard H on it with the rhinestones and whatever. So it's exactly like you kind of see in the movies, which is something that was really cool to experience. So with that in mind, I think if we can end the season off on a real high and kind of get to the position that I believe that the team can get to, I think it will just springboard me into kind of what happens next. I think obviously ending on a high will just help kind of my options going further going into hopefully being professional, maybe overseas somewhere else, coming back home, being with the SA team. I think just ending on a high, ending on a good note is just a good way to kind of close that chapter and kind of start the new one.